Welcome to Altcoin Daily with Bitcoin Gorilla. Today, altcoin we are going to be breaking down is no any other altcoin but SKL, also known as Scale Network, currently trading at 0.2094 cents. By the end of this video, you are going to understand the fundamental analysis of Scale, what services they offer, and you'll be able to make a good decision if it is the best coin to invest in 2022. I'll be drawing the chart and telling you what the prices are looking like and what they are likely going to do in 2022 using the weekly chart. Now, mind you, it's a long-term time frame here. Weekly chart, not daily or 4 hours chart. So you have to be patient if you are going to be following this analysis and watching it play out. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. Every strategy used in this video, no indicator is allowed, and these strategies are going to be drawn from scratch. I'm going to be drawing my chart using two tools, the trend lines and the rectangular tool. This strategy was developed by me, so if you end up liking it, give me a thumbs up to motivate me to come and make updates on Scale, and subscribe and click the notification bell if you want to get notified when I post. But before I jump into explaining to you what Scale is all about, let me introduce you to my family called Machiavelli Traders. So if you are interested in learning more about my technical analysis strategy and learning how to actually draw this chart and trade it and also trade live with me, you can come and join me in Machiavelli Traders. I'm going to train you for 3 months intensive training, and after that you're going to be trading with me for a lifetime. I'm a high leverage trader. I love trading futures. That is where my core skill is, and my name Bitcoin Gorilla came from my trading style. I trade 125, which is the highest leverage, which I don't encourage anyone trading if you do not get proper training on how to manage risk. Please come to Machiavelli Trader if you are interested in learning how to trade with me. The door to Machiavelli Traders is only open 3 times in a year: January, May, and October. So it will be opening in 4 days' time, which is 3rd January 2022, and it will be closing by 27 January 2022. Now, we have 3 types of membership depending on your trading style. We have the sports traders membership, we have the futures traders membership, and the staking membership. The advantage is I share all my trade, my entry, my exit, my plan. I share market insights on the go and also share trade with you when the market is tradable. Every trade I trade, you trade with me. If you are interested in knowing more about Machiavelli Trader, I'll leave the free link. I'll leave the link to the website as well as the free channel on Telegram where we post free updates and a lot of goodies you don't want to miss. So if you want to stay updated with Machiavelli Traders, come to the house, and it's a lifetime access, one-time payment, no monthly subscription. I'm not interested in your money. It's just the gate fee to become a member is what you need. So back to Scale. What is Scale Network? Scale Network currently has a total supply of 4,276,643,49 coin, and a market cap currently about 553 million approximately. Today, as of 24 hours of today, it has lost about 1.37% because you can see the reddish drop in the volume of this coin. Now, if we proceed further to look at the price, the highest price that this coin has ever seen, then we see that around 10 months ago, this coin, that was March 2021, this coin was able to rise to the price of $1.22. But the funny thing is, it has also lost about 83% of that move to the upside. And like I said, currently trading at zero point 0.2 cents. The thing about it is the all-time low, the lowest price this coin has ever hit is around 0.05898. It's good for us to know this data because it's going to be useful when we start making analysis, because the all-time high and the all-time low is the highest resistance and the highest support the coin has ever seen. So now that we know this little information about the price, let's dive in and break down the fundamental of what this coin Scale actually do. Now, Scale Network is described as an elastic network that's designed to bring scalability to Ethereum. Now, I don't know if a lot of you have really goggled or face issue when transacting on Ethereum, especially when there's a big pump on in a bullish market. In a bullish market, Ethereum has this problem of scalability, and which leads to high fees, high transaction fee. You want to send 10 $1,000 worth of Ethereum, and Ethereum is charging you over $100 worth of fee, which is very high. So it now becomes a problem. Like, I googled it and I said, what is the scalability problem of Ethereum? And you can see this good answer that said one of the core problem with Ethereum network, which can process 15 transactions per second, is scalability. Now, with the crypto market entering the bull cycle, yes, we just entered the bull cycle. Forget the fact that we're experiencing a downside. In a long run, like the monthly chart, the, the trend is still very bullish, but it's okay for a price to retest. That is why we're having most of this price coming back to retest the breakout for the start of the bull market. But that's a story for another day. So in this, it says that the fees has once again skyrocketed to high level, making the network unaffordable for mainstream. So it's going to be a problem for Ethereum to scale, and any project that is built on, and a lot of these the apps, a lot of these NFTs, a lot of these apps are being built on top of Ethereum blockchain because of the network and that Ethereum offers. But the problem is the scalability. When your app starts having traffic, a lot of people start showing interest in demand of your app, it becomes a problem because you find the app either crashing, a lot of high fees, or a lot of scalability problem. Traffic issues come with this Ethereum, and this is why so many altcoins are now beginning to bring out their own solution, and Scale is one of those solutions. So as well, here is what Scale says. Now, the project's website says it wants to enable people to build and run the app in a decentralized modular cloud built for real world needs and configured for your requirement. Now, the emphasis on decentralization isn't at the expense of security. Now, according to Scale, those who build on this platform can run Solidity smart contracts thousands of times faster at a fraction of the mainnet cost. So transaction fee is going to be lesser, and the transaction speed is going to be faster. That is what Scale is promising. Now, Scale Network is geared towards improving both security and decentralization of Ethereum based apps. Token holders on the Scale Network are incentivized and earn rewards by helping to improve the scalability and security of the platform by serving as validators. Now, the Scale Network was the first project to launch a token on the consensus codified activate platform, which is designed to launch decentralized networks and allow customers to purchase, manage, and use their token all in one application. Now, Activate was designed to create new standards for the distribution of utility token and ensure that networks are fully usable as soon as tokens are sold. It's hoped that this approach will help clean up the appearance of the initial coin offering, so which has the susceptibility to scam in recent years. So what this Activate now, Scale is the first network to build its project and launch it on top of this platform called Activate. That is the whole story that is just trying to break down. I'm just trying to give it in a simple language, is that Scale is the first network project to build its token on top of Activate platform. Now, Activate is trying to um is trying to solve the issue of ICOs, a lot of scam in ICOs, right? The susceptibility of scams. That's why a lot of people don't do with ICO. People like me, I don't like ICOs because there's so much scam. And for this reason, Activate is here to prove that they can be good ICOs without scam. That is why they are trying to ensure that the network are fully usable as soon as the tokens are sold. So once you buy a token, you can't be waiting for them to list it in exchange and do this and do that. You start using it immediately. So that is what Activate does, but we're not here for Activate. So let's go to the SkaleNet website and look at what they have to say by themselves. Now, according to them, Scale runs Ethereum the apps 1000 faster. So it's an Ethereum native, a multi-chain, and it is also fully decentralized. Now, Scale is the only containerized network capable of running an unlimited number of secure, decentralized, high-performance Ethereum's blockchain. So it doesn't matter what your app is, it doesn't matter the speed requires. Scale is telling you that it can handle it and it can make it faster, and your fee is, especially those who run, if you have an app like example NFTs, if you're collecting payment and there is a lot that has to do with payment like NFTs use Ethereum a lot. If such is your case, then your gas fee, Scale is saying that you are going to be experiencing zero end users gas fee. And again, your apps are going to be running fast and they'll be secured, and this is wonderful, quite good news for developers. Now, this is going to benefit developers, obviously, but the case is, how does it benefit me as a trader? Now, according to Scale, I can benefit from proof of scale stake, right? So I can buy this coin, invest in it, and become a validator, because validators are rewarded and the rewards are distributed evenly among nodes. Validators maximize reward based on meeting performance targets. So these are their partners and a lot of things. So Scale is here to scale Ethereum apps. If you build on Ethereum, so Ethereum, with the new Ethereum, if you all are well quite aware that Ethereum is now moving from Ethereum is moving itself from using POW and is going to be using POS. So Ethereum wants to upgrade the Ethereum 2.0 talked about using POX. So I don't know if Scale, if Ethereum will still be facing the fee challenge when this upgrade is done. But a lot of the news we're hearing is that this it is likely going to solve the issue of the price. So now let's jump into the aspect of breaking down price, because this is where the interesting part comes in. As a trader, as an investor, you want to know where this price is going. So you can see I have mapped out, I've used the trend line, the horizontal trend line, to map out some lines. You might be wondering what these lines are. Now, in simple English, these lines are called support and resistance. These are areas on my chart when price got to and could not further move to the direction it was moving. So when I talk about support, no, let me start with resistance. When I talk about resistance, I'm talking about areas on my chart where price gets to and price couldn't move further. There was a pause and then a sideways movement. Either the price continues moving upward or it changes direction and goes down. So these areas are known as resistance. Example is this point, example is this point, example is this point. Now, the opposite of it is called support. These are areas of my chart when price is falling, they get to and they couldn't move further down. They have to pause, reverse, and actually start going back up, or continues the move down. So this is a support that you can see price was falling, got to it, it took a bounce, it couldn't go up any longer, and it came and it broke below it and it continues going down. So support can easily get broken and resistance can easily get broken. And also know that supports are demand areas and resistance are supply areas. Now, taking note of this, I'm going to bring in my box strategy using my rectangle. So I'm going to try to contain everything that has happened in this um entire chart. And the next thing I want to do, remember this is weekly chart, my charts are long time frame. It gives me access and time to be able to come back and update the chart while being able to cover other chart. This is why I say that patience is needed in my analysis when you're watching my analysis, because they are high time frame. If you want to trade with me on a daily time frame, 4 hours, then come to Machiavelli Trader where you're going to get analysis that you can be able to trade with me 4 hours chart. Okay, so this is my resistance of the box. So I'm going to change the color to red, and this is my support. Remember, this strategy can be used on any um time frame. Even if you are scalping, it still works, but it's like magic when you use it on higher time frame. So the first thing I want to do is tell myself that what am I seeing on the chart that I've not taken note of. I can see that there is this area of sideways movement. What is sideways movement? Sideways movement is when price is neither going up or going down, meaning buyers and sellers are in equilibrium. You can see from this point, you can see this, there's this equilibrium kind of move, right? So there's this point where price has not been able to leave this range. So what does that tell me? Here's what it tells me. I have contained that area in a box, and I'm going to also try to respect the law of support and resistance by also seeking the support and resistance of that same area. So you can see I've gotten the support. I'm going to try to change the color to make it easier for you to see. And I'll also try to get resistance of the top of that new box. So now that I've gotten the resistance and support, I'm going to try to see if I can bring in my trend lines. I want to see if there's a bias line that is being respected. And obviously, this buy line is just having two touches. Okay, I can say that it's quite okay. This is the bias line, and I can see that this bias line, one and two, obviously three, and it broke down. But the funny thing is that price um tend to have a double bottom here, right? There's a two touch here and two touch here. Now this is weekly chart. I'm going to try to see if I'm going to get a seller's line, and a seller's line is quite here, right? But before this particular seller's line, let's look at daily chart first. I can see that there's yet another seller's line. Okay. So this is daily chart, mind you. So I'm going to try to zoom in. Okay, so this is what the chart looks like. I have two sellers line, and I'm going to tell you the reason being that I have that two sellers line because if you look closely, this one only have one touch here, and if I zoom out, it also have a second touch here. Now, if the same line should go, you find out that this line that touched this line, this one is one here, two here, three, and then there's this breakout. So I see that this particular line could be 4 hours line. If I go to 4 hours chart, it's going to make more sense what this line is. But they pierced through it, but there was no clear breakout, which is a fake out from the buyers. That was around when they hit the price of 0.0.4 0.41. That was a fake out, right? So that fake out instantly got a rejection, right? It got a rejection at this point, which obviously, like what a fake out is always is, it will come back and break all the previous support. And that was exactly what happened, giving us a double bottom. Now, this is already a double bottom that have played out. This is a double bottom that has already played out. But that double bottom is definitely a lower time frame. So now that we are on a higher time frame, we are having a fresh double bottom on a higher time frame at this point, right? At this point, which is now the one extending to this our inner seller's line, which will look something like this, right? Or at least this point. So I do expect the point range where we are at 0.2 could get a move up that you're going to expect another reaction around 0.4 area to 0.5 area. So it's going to likely get a reaction from 0.4 to 0.5, and all the way it could return it could return to come and retest this zero point 0.2, right, before it moves all the way up to attack this point. Now mind you of this sideways that is going to happen, so patience is required. Is sideways move is going to take while for a while before this breakout happen. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla. If you like my strategy, subscribe. This coin is a coin that has a future. Now at worst case scenario, I will always tell you it could get to 0.06. Now that's worst case scenario. I don't see that happening in